I fell off my Tyrande homework. I was really enjoying practicing her, and then I got busy with CCL and solo lane. We gotta make sure Kel'Thuzad's gone, which is interesting. It's Garden of Terror. I like the Greymane pickup earlier. Assassin's your name? Alright, cool. Johanna and Lily to lead the way. Interesting. I guess they just want to overblind Greymane? I can't pick yet because I don't know what the mage situation is over there.
For the Nexus.
We just gotta make sure they don't get a Kael'thas. What's the slow on Eldrunes right now? Ban Tracer? That's an interesting thought. If it's only 20 or 25%, that doesn't feel like enough. Oh, that'd be what if we turn Smite into a slow if someone walks over it? I mean, honestly, I think if we were to go really, really far, like say, okay, we're going to make Tyrael ETC, Eldrune on teleport does an AoE stun in the area that he summons into. And that would just be really cool to have him, like, arrive on the scene at that level. This guy needs... I'm gonna have low damage? Oh, there, I see. Phoenix can burst me, but we can get rid of slows on Malfurion here. And I like the Diablo, and maybe a variant follow-up? I'm not really sure on that. So we'll probably have to go Nature's Cure, but it'll help us get rid of slows for the Phoenix ultimate salvo. And that'll make sure everybody takes way reduced damage. Did I decide what JRPG I was gonna play? No. I did successfully. It's not like that it's a big deal, but it was a big deal for us, you know? Flynn goes to bed around 8 p.m., and right now Kristen is getting through Doom Eternal via Steam link, Steam connection, the Steam stream thing. So we can play it on a laptop in the living room while Flynn gets some sleep in the back room here. So we managed to get some high graphics gaming in, but I have not decided on a JRPG. I kind of feel like punishing myself and finally beating Dark Souls 3. I got to the twins. Are they twins? There's a brother, like a brother and a brother, and one's like on the other's back, and like he's running around like smashing things, and he had like a third phase that was just butts, and I started the game as a barbarian or an unsullied or something like that. The class that has like nothing to start with and really bad stats, but you're supposed to be able to level up quick. And I was not good at it. So I like stumbled through every boss, just struggling to have high enough stats to actually beat Dark Souls 3, and got all the way to those twins and just could not do it. Could not do it. Smite summons conveyor belts? Well, I mean, it'd be a hindrance for everyone, wouldn't it? I did get Civ 6 on Epic this last 2 weeks ago, right? That was a good pickup. One day I'll enjoy it, maybe when I'm an old man and there's like Civ 13 for $300 because, you know, game prices have gone up because I'm an old man. And I'm like, well, I've got Sim 6. I can enjoy this. I think you helped out, Aristocane. I think you helped out. Thank you for the band suggestion. I played Civ 4 and really enjoyed it.
So it shall be.
But I did not play 5, which I think went to space and stuff. Oh, poop, they picked up that Kael'thas in the final moment. That was a good pick for him. Well, they're rotating bot pretty fast. As long as Greymane is free to go wherever he wants, I think we're going to be in a fine spot. Oh, it did. Oh, there was a whole different number that went to space. Okay. Maybe I played 5 then.
So it shall be.
It's pretty fun. I mean, my biggest problem with it is it's not a game that I experiment with. I beat it once and then I'm like, I've beat you, Civ. Because there's really only one way I want to play, and that's being really, really rich. I just want to buy everything I need. I don't want to wait turns for my army to build. I just want to press the button and hey, there it is, you know? Oh, I'm under attack. Better buy an army. Greymane is doing fine, but he would love some aid while doing that. Let's hit Orthea with the milk and the cookies. And then we can make sure. Varian's super low. Does he have a well? I can come up and heal him.
Heroes, you're just in time with seeds of my vengeance to sprout. But which of you will gather?
Okay, Varian went taunt, and he's actually doing fine now. If we can, we want to help Greymane speed through this. There's no real skill shots we need to worry about. I think if we deny area versus Phoenix and Thrall, it'll be better than some random Trident business.
I would so hate for you to not be the first to harvest enough.
I can interrupt that. That's a little deep. Ooh, you lived.
Tend to your wounds.
Ooh. Alright, looks like everybody's okay. We had a camp going in the top during that. That feels nice. I can save my well. That's one of my problems with Malfurion is I'm always like, I can save my well. It's only it's only gonna take 30 seconds for me to heal up. It'll be fine. Alright, Nature's Cure for the Phoenix.
Tear our enemy to shreds.
Yes, there's like a bearded dude who has like oil prevalence or something. And I love that guy. That's my Civ dude. And Kristen and I played quite a bit of co-op Civ, where basically she would make war and I would fund her massive wars forever and ever. It was a good time.
The land and I are one.
I don't think we've spent a lot of time talking about the fountain immunity business just because it's so... not obvious isn't the right word, but it's just something that's so... part of the game at this point. I mean, I know that's also like saying, oh, let's harp on, you know, level 20 abilities for Arthas. Kyle and Garrett do that all the time. So, you know, we're not ridiculously creative when we come up to our conversations, but we do sort of let the fountain stuff rest just because it's such a seems like should be fixed kind of thing. But we also want to encourage lots of strategies. Do we want to encourage bad strategies or things that aren't necessarily fun to play with? There's a certain amount of room for error in Blizzard games. Like, we were talking this last episode about how, what if all the lanes met at the same time in the early game? What if... I'm a bomb at the moment. We can keep doing this. I'm going to see if I can back up. I'm going to get Varian a root in a couple seconds. I would like Varian to channel while he's occupied. Ooh, okay. But yes, all the lanes meet in the early game, so there's nothing wrong with getting straight to your lane, and we discourage the middle fight that lasts forever and stops people from soaking. Some people were against that idea because there's strategy involved with leaving the lane and going to your, going to your business. I'm going to wait and see what they get. I highly doubt it'll be too big of a surprise, but, we'll see. We'll see what happens. There's a big invade up there. I'm going to get going to that. If we remove that strategy, does that mean there's less strategies in the game and I get to soaking? That means I'm better than my opponent, so therefore, I want the lottery to exist because someday I could win it kind of argument, which is kind of how a lot of our brains work. I don't think there's anything necessarily wrong with that line of thinking. Uh-oh. We're going to be lagging for a tiny bit. Varian's going to be taking some damage. There's going to be an earthquake. Ooh. Oh, he's still living.
As nature wills.
Heals are still healing. We should have discussed this more once busy mid-game completes. Greymane's actually bottom. Let's see if we can catch up to him rather than pushing a wall. I'm gonna keep Orphea going. There could be a collapse on Varian. And there's a decent amount of health left on this baby.
This is but a prelude.
Ooh, not a good place to be there, Thrall.
Terrors have fallen. Oh well. There will always be more.
Diablo's getting some cool picks. Look at his understanding of this wall here. He moves up out of the bush like that. It's a really cool moment. Varian's just hungry for taunts. KT did Pyro the Diablo. It's true. And hey, I managed to hit my one button as Silo went off, so that helped. This guy is absolutely going Ignite 100% the way he's casting his Flame Strikes. Not like there's a lot of creativity in most Kael'thas players when it comes to that level, but sort of tossing them in just random positions. Yep, whole map. Here comes an Orphea. Everybody's real topped off and real healthy looking. Go and pre-heal some folks up. Get rid of that whiz-biz. They're all busy in the top clear, and looks like this is just ours.
Shouldn't you be gathering that seed, heroes?
I'm just gonna do the old run through Varian. Once he has aggro, I'll loop-a-doos. It's nice having such a thorough off-tank. Ooh, Greymane calling for 16 before we get weird. I mean, he's going on Johanna. It's a little dangerous. Greymane's going deep. No one really to innervate, too, because we're getting all the orbs. So I'm saving it for cooldowns and fights. I'd like to be in range of Diablo if he cooks up something, so I'll be kicking it here with... Damn, Orphea can clear that pretty fast. Oh, wow. Thrall, what are you doing here? Oof. Brutal. They're just locked out. Thrall should be their off tank, but he's just got the weirdest positions.
Well deserved, my friends.
There's the unstoppable. She got a second one of sorts. Yep, Phoenix mid.
That seed is ready for gathering. I suggest you do it now.
Greymane's just heading out for camps. Terror time. It's connected. Actually, this is a decent little position to be in. Mid's gonna pressure at the same time we hit this wall. He might just have a protect. Yep. And nice cleanse. Oh no, assassin! Alright, I think it's over. We did it. Wow. Another dominant game. Well done. I like this Orphea. Same build again. Grabbing up the dead magic, which we didn't reach in the previous game, but we did predict that she would be interested in because of the basic attack consuming to the target mixed with their insatiable. They went with the backbiter again, and then the spell power, so they can have all that. But I think it was really the early game there that Greymane got us with all those camps he took. Which I did like the Malfurion to sort of keep him going during those moments. And then it was just non-stop till the end, making sure we just didn't misstep. But Thrall, 9 deaths. Woo. We can congratulate ourselves all day long. But that's pretty rough. And then Varian did do the Shattering Throw. And there wasn't a lot of danger. Full blue. Full blue. The blue. Well, hurrah for Malfurion. Taking us to, D4. Nice. Anyway. Hi, everybody. We started some conversations and the game got busy. Yeah, thoroughly. NGS is Nexus Gaming Series. So we're getting involved in that a little bit. I believe Jackson answered the question about the mule, and I think it was that he found it unique to the one hero. Yeah, there's certainly heroes that can go sniping wells. And I agree that tradition is not probably the right way to think of it. I just think when there was the ammo and all that, we were talking about that in the previous game, how ammo greatly affected the solo lane, and then we changed that, and I don't think we've thought as deeply I know they're working hard in the solo lane. That's what the regen globes and all that are for too, so I think it's really tough. KT trolling? How many times did he die? Only 3, but I think he got scared. I think he was just throwing ignites because he was too early level for it. Pardon me, I'm checking my phone here to see if we're doing NGS practice, but my sister just bought 5 chickens for her farm, so she's sharing pictures of the chickens, so my phone keeps blowing up, which is not NGS practice. It is pictures of chickens, which she has named after country singers. It's not a matter of tradition, or maybe were we talking about tradition in terms of the lane thing I mentioned? One better strategy will win the war. Oh no, don't pay attention to the crucial choke points. Allow cheesing wells. Okay, no, you guys are talking about wells. And thank you, Lifeforms, during that game for the Twitch Prime. Much appreciated, Lifeforms. Happy Monday to you. Which team am I playing on? I don't think it's registered, and we're certainly not going to partake in this season because we messed up our scheduling. But I'm just being told where to be, so I didn't mess up. I don't really consider they messed up either, because I didn't know. I wasn't going to correct them because I didn't know what was going on in the first place. It's difficult. Yeah, I mean, what are you going to do? Like, see Genji or Li Ming on the other side and be like, everybody protect your wows. I've seen Chen's steal wells fast versus Rexars who can't rotate fast enough to deal with it. Kai berries, and then I'm not sure of the screen names of the other folk. but I was invited to play the solo lane, and that means I get to practice other solo laners rather than fighting in CCL where I have to bring out like my best solo laners. The thing I'm most excited about for NGS is getting to play like Ragnaros or Malthiel. People who I feel like that amount of macro with Ragnaros and that amount of micro with Malthiel to an extent. Hold down Q. No, there's choices you're making. It's not something I've been able to learn in solo queue and certainly not in quick match. So I'm really excited to get an opportunity to actually play some of that stuff. That'd be cool if you casted me, Crushinator. That'd be awesome. Oh, you're referring to the Pyro? Yeah, got the Pyro on Diablo. I guess Diablo did kind of have medium health, but yes, he probably shouldn't have pyroed Shield Wall Varian without having seen that Shield Wall in the last couple seconds. It's got StarCraft assets in it, so why isn't it a drone or something? But the mule was readable. The scout drone lasted a really long time too. I'm not really sure how that stuff's interwoven and why the mule couldn't become a drone, but it's got to be more work than we understand. Right, exactly. We got into that middle fight. We were all hanging out talking about other things. And I saw KT on the other side, and I went, oh my goodness, that's my counter on Malfurion. I can't believe they last picked a KT. Interesting, though, that Orphea kept herself so healed, and my double frontline kept them so disrupted. And maybe we were at 10 a lot earlier than them, but maybe I totally cleansed off with Nature's Cure, a totally sweet purification salvo that would have wiped my team. Instead, I made it deal 50% reduced damage, you know. Wasn't going to do the damage, you know what I mean. That was all me. And Greymane took all those camps, and he got us a really nice level lead. Give Fountain a gun. I'm for it. Let it defend itself. Listen, it'll be the call to help, right? If you attack a fountain, the fountain forms a gun. Oh, you know, it's a fountain. It's full of water. You could like, just, like, hose. Like, not that it deals damage, but it just, like... And, like, you kind of, you know, like you're playing Mario Sunshine, you kind of get blasted back. So it takes a long time. But it drains the fountain? No, that's too cute. It doesn't all have to be roleplay.